Oh, hi there. This is Chris Forsythe coming to you from Nevada, Missouri. I've been challenged by John Renneberg to come up with something to do out in the cold this week. Got to thinking, what could it be? Had a little bit of time on my hands, so I went down to the local lumberyard and picked up some supplies for a shooting range. It was a quick, probably 2-3 day project, getting poles set and everything, and actually John was nice enough to come down and help me, give me a hand all the way from Indianapolis, so big kudos to him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you inside a little bit of what I did and how I set it up, and this will be here for years of enjoyment. So why don't you guys follow me over and take a look at this. So I'll show you what I did on the front side of this. I took railroad ties, stood up about 8 or 9 of them here, screwed them to the 4x4s, which I'll show you in a minute, and made the backdrop for the shooting range. Took 2x4s and built a section for clay pigeon to set in, so you can actually have a cheap, affordable exploding target to use instead of paper targets all the time. So I really like an exploding target, so I set these trays up to set the clay pigeons up for that reason. Of course, we all like a good moving target, so I set in this short-range pistol target here in front of the backdrop just for that reason. So let's come around to the back side, and I'll kind of show you how you can build one simply at home in your back, maybe not your backyard, but the back side of your property. So what we did is, the camera will zoom in over here, just took some 4x4s, set them in the ground, and put some 2x6s, screwed that to the 4x4, set it in concrete, and then started leveling the ground, and then started sliding the railroad ties in, as you can see. So all that made a good backstop, especially for pistol short range shooting. We've probably got a good 100-yard range here that we can shoot off of, as you can see there in the camera. We'll spin back around to the front. Of course, we added a little bit of mulch that you can see there, and then it's where I can set up and put paper targets on it as well. So anyway, I'd like to say for this week, I think I did a good job stepping up to John's challenge and him coming down and helping me set it up. This is just the first project of 2016, as you can see. We're off to a good start, and so what I'm thinking for John is, I know he's in northern U.S., in Indianapolis, so I'm thinking right now his private lake behind his house is probably froze. So what I'd like to see John do this week is come up with something creative that he can get his community involved in. I know it's cold out there. I think, like I said, the lake may be froze, so I want him to come up with something creative that he can do on his lake property there with the residents in his community. So once again, John, you've got 7 days. I want to see what you can come up with, so I'm interested to see your video on the next Tuesday. So go get it, John.